Live? Hi. Try again. Hi. Right, welcome to our 1 o'clock show here on Thursday at Highlight Crafts with our live shopping. We're doing it's a little bit changed a little bit today. It's been a bit of a throw it in the mix and see what we pull out today. Sarah from Funky Fossil was supposed to be here for 2 hours, but unfortunately she was stuck in a lot of traffic for what sounded like was going to be a long time. So by the time she got here, she'd have to turn around and go back. So we're rescheduling those. So Steve just had a fabulous 2-hour painting show with Stephanie. I bet you've learned lots and lots from that. Make sure that you're adding those items into your basket and checking it out as well, because we don't want anybody coming in and nicking it off you. So we've got an extra hour of heat transfer vinyl here. So we're going to show you all the new colours that we've got. And then we are going to do demos for you. Sorry, there's all sorts going on. Hannah's coming in, tripping over the TVs. My mic wasn't working. All of it's going on. So welcome. If you missed that bit, we're doing an extra hour of heat transfer vinyl because Sarah from Funky Fossil is stuck in traffic, bless her. It's horrible, isn't it, when you sit, especially in this heat. People are going to get super fraught, aren't they, in this weather? Let me explain to you a little bit about live shopping. So we are a craft company based in Derbyshire called Highlight Crafts. And about 10.5 months ago now, we started to do live shopping shows. Yep, got more visitors coming in. It's all going on, honestly. It's like Piccadilly Station today. We decided that we would look at a different route to market. So Stephanie found this company. It's a Danish company. And they did live shopping. And what that means, why is it different to doing TV? Well, first of all, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on the website. And the difference is that you can watch us anywhere, so you can take us on the go. I know there were some of you out and about this morning. One lady was sat in a car waiting for a nephew to have his hair cut, and she was watching the shows while she was doing that. And it's a really fabulous concept because both Stephanie, well, most of the team here have done TV in some form or another for a long time. And you had to go away to shop on the website to find the product to put it in your basket. Live shopping is completely different. And the great thing about it is you can literally shop while you watch. So instead of going away from a visual channel where you're watching the demos to find that product to shop, you can actually watch it while you can shop while you're watching us. So you don't need to miss a second of what we're showing you, which is really fabulous. So let me explain where you can watch us. So watch us on YouTube, so you can put us on your big TV now, so you can watch us on a bigger screen, which a lot of you are asking for. That happened a few months ago. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website. So if you're going to shop with us, you can shop on Facebook and Instagram, and it's super easy to do. We're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop, and then that code into the comments underneath the video. So as you're watching me, literally, you just type the codes in there. And this clever live shopping system will add that product to a basket for you. And you can continue to add things to that basket as we go throughout the show. Then when the show's finished, we're going to send you a message, and that message will arrive in your social media inbox. And all you're going to do is open up that message, and inside there is a link. And to check out, all you need to do is click that link, and that will take you to your basket on highlightcrafts.com. Couldn't be easier, could it, really? Then all you're going to do is log into your account. Now, it's really, really important that you open an account with us here at Highlight Crafts, not for our benefit, but for your benefit, because it automatically makes you a club member. And it's free for an account, and it's free for the club. But what you'll get with the club is extra discount on all your orders, loyalty points for every £1 that you spend with us, and on a basket spend over £35, free postage. So it's all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. No annual subscription, no renewal fee coming out your bank when you don't expect it, none of that. What we want to do here is build this big community where we can pass on the deals that we're bringing you. So it's really exciting. If you want to shop with us on highlightcrafts.com, you can do that as well. So all you need to do is go onto the website, find the live shopping page, you'll see the video stream, and all you need to do is add the products that you'd like to purchase into a shopping bag. So literally just click the add to basket. You then get a little red shopping bag appear at the top of your screen, and in that shopping bag are all your goodies. And when you're ready to turn those into happy post, so our warehouse team can get them picked and packed and shipped out for you as soon as possible, All you need to do then is log in and check out. But there's something new that's arrived recently. And I only found out about it last week and I was very happy about it. So what you can do, because we say £35 for in a basket for over £35 for free shipping, what you can do now is go onto Highlight Crafts website, go to the live shopping page, so where you would watch the live stream, and there is a button there that says schedule. If you click on the schedule and then you click on the other button that says shop today's deals, you can shop all of the products on all of the shows, all 7 of them, and you can do that literally at a touch of a button. So you can build your basket. I'm just going to grab the TV remote because that TV is about to turn off and I have no idea where the remote is. Andrew, can you put a message in the group chat, please? Brilliant, right? It's about to turn off. Right, so that's how you can shop with us, and it's super, super easy to do so. So instead of having to build a basket in every show, you can add it on our website, which is super cool. Right, this hour we're talking about heat transfer vinyl. So you'll know here, if you've watched us before, we are a big ScanNCut user team. We love it. It's absolutely fabulous. And we've been bringing you lots of different mediums and substrates that you can work with, and heat transfer vinyl has been one of them. So when we decided we wanted to do this particular product, we looked for the best product we could possibly find. And this comes from a supplier that would supply the industry. So they will supply people who create sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, all of that kind of thing with heat transfer vinyl on it. So it's a superb quality product. Now, when they came to see us, they said, how big do you want the sheets to be? If we cut them down to 12 by 12, there's going to be a lot of waste and it's going to make it more expensive because they have to cost that into the price. So what we decided to do was bring them to you in 50 centimetre by 50 centimetre sheets, which actually works out perfectly for the ScanNCut because you can use the tiniest piece on there and you can scan it in and cut it out. So it's perfect. It doesn't really have to be cut down for us. The other reason I wanted the bigger pieces is so that we could trim a piece off and you can work on a 12 by 24 inch mat if that's what you want to do. So you can do more at once or you can do bigger items. So we're going to start with this. Now we've got new colours for you today, which is super exciting and it's super easy to cut. So stay tuned because I'm going to show you exactly how to cut this out and how to apply it. You don't need to have a proper heat press if you don't want to. You can use your iron, but it needs to be dry, so no steam. But we'll show you that as we go through the show. So our first offering today, and this made me smile because I don't know who named the colours, but they've called this lilac. Well, that's never lilac in a million years, but it's a beautiful cornflower blue. It's lovely. It's one of the nicest colours. It's not quite as grey as an Air Force blue, but it does look like the colour of cornflower. It's beautiful. So you're going to get a 50 centimetre square of that, and you're also going to get the navy. Now it looks shiny at the moment, doesn't it? That's because this is the transfer sheet. So unlike your regular vinyl, where you cut the vinyl out, weed it out, and then pick it up with the transfer sheet is also always on the top. So you don't need to worry about that, but it's a thicker material. It almost feels more rubberized, if you like, but it's a fantastic product. So if you want that one, the code for this, and all you need to do is type shop and then blue, and that will put it into a basket for you. Super clever, isn't it? Right, next one. So this one, we've got 3 sheets in this because I thought that these 3 colours went beautifully together. So you've got your wisteria, which is this lovely soft lilac colour. You've also got the the antique rose, which is stunning, and then this one reminds me of spearmint. Not spearmint as in chewing gum, but spearmint as in the colour. I think this is fabulous. I love this. It's a very, 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 very soft turquoise, which is amazing. So all 3 of those, shop rose is going to be £29.99. You've got a £4.48 saving. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah's fixed the TV. TV repair, as well as everything else. Crazy, crazy lady. Love her to bits. Right, next one. So we've got this lovely green. And it's a really, really pretty green. It's almost like a peridot green. It's beautiful. This is very soft and very gentle, very spring and summer. So it will work perfectly with your other pastels. Andrew said it's like a dark pistachio. You're not wrong, kid. A little bit more yellow in it than a pistachio, but yeah, you're right. Kiwi. And then you've also got this lovely yellow. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a proper lemon yellow. It's lovely. And that's your pineapple. So both of those, $2.99 saving on that one. $19.99 is going to get you that. And it might be that you buy a few different ones and split it, because they are big sheets. So you'd get away with doing that as well. Right, now then, shop gloss. Or maybe you're like me and you just need them all and you're going to use all of them because you're going to make loads of stuff. Right, I know. So high gloss now. We've got the white. And we've got the black. So you're going to get, again, 50 centimetre squares of both. Shop gloss, $24.99. And this is flexible. So it's a slightly thinner vinyl, this one. And you'll find that it will flex. So if you're wearing something that's like a very soft material, it will flex with it. All right, so that's your gloss. Then you've got existing colours now. So the red and blue. We've got back in stock for you. The red is beautiful. It's the nicest red ever. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's not orangey red, it's a proper blue-based red, so it really pops. And then you've also got this lovely royal blue in here as well, which is super. Okay, so you've got those two colours. That's shot red, $19.99. Now we've got metallics for you next, and we've got them in gold, silver, and graphite. So you've got the three metallics in there. I have to say that graphite is lovely. If you're doing something for the kids, you know, and doing children's ones, and you've got something like building blocks or something mechanical, something like that, that'd be great for that. It's a very warm grey. It's beautiful. Then you've got your silver, and then you've got your gold. So all three of those, shop metallic, $29.99. That's before your club discount. Then you'll still get your points, and you'll easily get your basket spend to over £35 on here, so you won't pay for it to be shipped either. Right, next, glitter. And this is gorgeous. If you love a bit of bling, how fabulous is this? Now, obviously, it's all encapsulated because it's inside, but it's in that vinyl. And you've got a black base with millions of little bits of glitter in it. Look how fabulous that is. I mean, that's super, super, super shiny, isn't it? It's great. I love the glitter one. It's fabulous. Then you've also got the silver, and this is very pretty because you've got the silver on silver. So it's not subtle as in you don't know it's there, but it's not as bright and sparkly as the black. But the two together work wonderfully. Think about doing Christmas jumpers and things like that with this. Design your own Christmas jumper. I think we need to do a whole range of SVG files for that, don't we? That'd be really cool. So next one you've got is your, oh, I've lost my note for me. See, all my post-it notes fall off. There it is, right down there. Shop Shine. So you're getting your, what's this one called? Yeah, what's it called? Aubergine. Well done. Aubergine, which is like the dark orchid from the Cadence paints. If you like the dark orchid, you'd love that. You've then got your black, and then you've got your pearl. And the pearl is lovely. We did the bee's wings into this in the previous hour. So that one is, sorry Andrew, tell me again. Shop what? Shop Shine. Shop Shine. $34.99 for those three. And then, let me move all this out of the way. We haven't got enough space, have we, in here for all this stuff? I know, it's mad, isn't it? Move all that over there. I'm in the middle of tidying out my cupboard in there. It's like a bomb's hit it at the moment. You know, when you get to that halfway point, and you're like, I wish I hadn't started this. Yeah, it's a bit like that. I've been to the skip 4 times in 10 minutes already. So we've then got your black and white. So if you want your regular black and your regular white, it is shop black, and it's $19.99. Look how fabulous this looks. Now, this is the bag that we're going to send out to our winner. Oh, these blinking post-it notes drive me insane. Honestly, it drives me crazy. This is the bag that we're going to send out to the winner from the previous hour. So you've got the smaller bee on that side. So I showed you earlier on how to do different colours. I can show you that again in this hour if you like. And then also we've got the bigger one on the bottom. So we're going to add Just Be You to this bag because I think that will be lovely. And you've got the glitter in there, and then this is your pearl. Look how it shimmers on those wings. As the light hits that outside, it's going to look absolutely stunning. And I bet you get people coming up to you and go, where did you get your bag from? And you can go, well, actually, I made it. Would you like me to make you one? And then give them a price, right? Let's turn it into a business in a box. Look at this one. How fabulous is that with the dragonfly on? And this has more of a texture to it. This is more like a canvas bag. I know we've had these on sale a few weeks ago for you, but look how lovely it is in the different colours. Isn't it fabulous? So these are stencil designs. So you know when we've brought you SVG files and we said these are stencil designs, you can use them with your heat transfer vinyl. I know, how exciting is that? Now this is one that I did a while ago, and we released the logo for this. So if you go onto Highlight Crafts, you'll be able to get the Club Highlight logo. I'm a member. It's all the letters that are inside your machine's memory, so I just made that up on the spot. And then you've got your stars going all around, and then on the back we've got Highlight Crafts and liveshopping.vip. It's cool, isn't it? And all of that has been done with heat transfer vinyl. So it's just a brilliant, brilliant product. So if you want to wear one of these, you might not want to wear this today because it's blinking hot out there, I tell you. And then this weekend it's supposed to change, isn't it? Just as I go home. Although I have to say, I'm not a sunshine person. I go out for 10 minutes. Are you the same, Rachel? You go out and you go bright red, and then I peel and go white again. It's rubbish, isn't it? No, I can't, no. So we've done this, we've made this for Amber. We can add more to this as we go along. But you can see it'll go on t-shirts. Now, unlike sublimation printing, it doesn't need to have a polyester content. So you can put it onto all sorts of different materials, which is great. Right, let's give you a few files that you might want to treat yourself to, because once you get started, you're not going to want to stop. And I spoke to Stephanie the other day about converting some of our Screen Sensation screens into SVG files, because they'd be blinking brilliant for heat transfer vinyl, wouldn't they? Absolutely fabulous. So we're on it. I know, I've got all these ideas. 3 o'clock in the morning again. It's always 3 o'clock in the morning when I have the ideas. Right, now then, shop stencils. So, oh, blinking heck, iPad's running out. It's all going on. It's brilliant today, isn't it? I'm going to let you into a little secret. 5 minutes before we're due to go live, this guy walked into the office and went, I need the car moving. And we all went, well, he said, I've come to amend the power point that you plug your car in. Only one of the charging points is doing. I need you to move your car. I'm like, I am literally going on air in 5 minutes. I'm like, well, I can't mend it. Well, it's there. So I'm running around like a headless chicken. Honestly, always on the last minute. Right, shop stencils next. So we have, now, we call them stencil designs. They can be used for stencils, but you know what it's like when you get something like this and you scan and cut. You can stencil them, you can draw them, you can foil them, you can emboss them, you can paper pierce with them. We're hoping that kit's going to be back in for Tuesday. I'm willing it in every way possible to be back in stock. So when we bought you these, we bought them out as stencil designs, and I've cut all these on the scan and cut so you can see how well it cuts. But what you can do with this is take these, and this is when I've done the two colours, because you can break part of it down. So the great thing about our SVG cutting files is that we don't compound them, and what that means is normally a graphic designer will have a square and they'll have that design on top of it for a stencil, and they'll press a button that pushes all that detail through that square, so when you open it on your machine it sees it as one piece. We don't do that with ours, because you can send that file then into Canvas Workspace and ungroup it. You can't ungroup something that's already been compounded. So when you can ungroup it, you can select just these pieces and do it in one colour, and then select the wings and do those in another colour, and it gives you much, much more creativity. So that's why we keep our files separate. So for example, if you're going to do the rose, and I'll show you this after, you can literally click on all the little pieces that will be the leaves and the stem, and then you can do all the flowers in red. So it's super easy to do. So I wanted to bring you this because it's a cracker. Then you've got all of these designs as well. So you've got your dragonfly, you've got your baroque, you've got this lovely floral, or you could get away with it as a snowflake. You've got your roses, you've got your beautiful florals down here, and then we come on to the more grungy part of it. Sorry, Rachel, do you want me to do the camera bit for me? All right. So we've got our clock face, first of all. Then you've got the steampunk image there. Then you've got the honeycomb, and then you've got a distressed honeycomb. You've got the bee, and then the distressed bees. You've got these lovely flourishes, and then the more distressed. So you can layer them if you want to, or you can use them individually. And then you've got these patterns, and you know what we do with patterns. We do all sorts, don't we? So I wanted to show you that. That's Shop Stencils, and it's $24.99. Now, this one was really popular. I actually didn't have anything to do with this one. This is one of the ones that I never took on TV. And it was because I was poorly and I didn't get a chance to do it. So what we did was we did 20 fonts for you, because fonts are going to be brilliant with heat transfer vinyl because it's personalisation. So you're going to get all of these fonts. You're going to get them in one size, and you can bring on the individual letters, and you also get the matte layers as well. So you're going to get uppercase in some, lowercase in others, both in some and numbers. But look at all these different fonts that you've got. These are fabulous. So whether you're drawing them, foiling them, embossing them, using them with your heat transfer vinyl, using them with your regular vinyl, it's entirely up to you. But it's a great opportunity to get a lot for a very small amount of money, because you've got over £27 saving on this one. It's Shop, I'm going to look at the post-it note that's on the floor, Shop Digital, and it's £22.50. I tell you, today's a day. Right. It is, I know. There we've got, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, I've got Andrew, my producer, in my ear. So you've got these fonts as well, and those. Great, isn't it? And these, and those. And then what we did was we took every single font and we did the 5 most popular sentiments. So best wishes, happy anniversary, happy birthday, congratulations, and good luck. And you got them all in every font. So it gives you a really good starting point for your fonts. If you're somebody that wants to add to your collection, you can do that. Shop Digital, £22.50. Thank you for joining me. I know quite a few of you were sat in your garden earlier on. I might not be able to see everybody in a bit because, well, because the iPad's going to just switch itself off. Batteries and all that malarkey, right? Right, shall we go and do a demo? I think we should, don't you? So I want to add to that bag that I did with the bee on, this one. I'm going to grab it because otherwise I'll forget where I've put it. I'm shocking. And you think I'm joking. I'm not. I'm dreadful. Right, so pop that back on there. So what I wanted to do here, never mind, yeah, you be careful. I'm going to get my own back when we do our late night show. Mr. Andrew in our ear. No, you won't, because I'm presenting. Andrew says he's going to do it on a day when I'm not here. I will be here any day. Just letting you know. Wow, you're brave. Right, now then, what I want to do is put some lettering on this, and I want to do just B and then you, because I think it's a really positive affirmation. And even if it's on a bag for life and everybody reads it, it's going to be brilliant. I've seen sweatshirts recently, and it says on the back, to the person stood behind me, the world is a better place because you're in it. Isn't that lovely? Just to a random stranger. I think it's fabulous. I love stuff like that, so I'm going to be making some. Right, so we're going to go into our ScanNCut. This is your ScanNCut tattered lace. I'll talk to you about this later on. And I'm going to choose from one of the 7 fonts that's in here. So let's choose that one. I love that font. And I'm going to do just as one word, OK, and set it on the mat. Then I'm going to add, and I'm going to go back into my fonts, and I'm going to type B in the same font, so B-double-E. Yes, I know it's not spelled like that, but it's a play on words because we've got a B. I know you know that, but there will be somebody out there go, that's not how you spell it. I know. And then we're going to add, and we'll bring on a different font this time, and we'll do, let's do that one. No, let's do that one, because it's nice and bold, okay? And we'll even put an exclamation mark in at the end. Okay, so I've now got my 3 words. Now, I'm going to make sure that they're all the same size. So just at the moment is 30 millimetres and B is 29. So I'm going to make that 1 millimetre bigger. And then the U I'm going to make big. So I'm going to separate the height and the width by clicking on that little button there. And I'm going to make that taller, okay? And I might make it a little bit wider as well, just to add that in. Right, so what I've got now on my mat is a piece of heat transfer vinyl. It's the gold, and you put it shiny side down onto your mat. This is different to the way we've done it before. So if you're cutting letters and you just want to lay them out, you can cut them out completely, put them down and iron them on with the shiny side facing up. But what I want to do is transfer this in one piece. So I'm going to scan this in. So the gold metallic with the shine on is facing down. So make sure that your mat is nice and tacky, okay? And then I'm just going to burnish it down with my scraper. This will also help me get any air bubbles out of it as well. So I'm going to load this in like that, and I'm going to scan it. And the reason that I'm scanning it is so that I can see where this vinyl is, because there's a scanner built into this machine. I can see where the vinyl is, and I can make the words fit on that. So you're not going to waste any tiny bit of this at all, which is fabulous. Because, you know, when you're buying something, you want to be able to use everything that you've got, don't you? And having a scanner inside a cutting machine means that you can put 20 pieces of vinyl on, all in different colours, and cut all your pieces out in one go. And because you've got a scanner, you can see it on your screen. Now, that background's dark, so I'm going to make that background lighter just by going into the tool settings. The Just Be, so let's move you first of all, literally, and I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm editing the object, and I'm going to rotate that by 90 degrees, so that's going to fit on that bit there. I need to leave some space to put a weeding box around it, and I'll tell you what that means in a minute. And then I'm going to put the Just there and the Be there, and let's see if we can get weeding boxes. So if I press OK now, and I wonder if I group it, will it put one box around it or three? Shall we try it? Multiple select everything on the mat. Press OK and group it together. Now, I don't know whether it's going to put, oh yeah, well, it might put one weeding box round, or it might put it round all of them, which is interesting. So please select, cut. See, every show that you do with me, there's always something that I'm thinking, what would it do if? Right, weeding box, let's see what it's done. Yes, put one big one round, so that's no good to us because we want them individually. I thought that's what it would do. So let me ungroup those. And once you've ungrouped something, you have to tap the screen to release them. So I'm going to put Just up there a little bit higher, and I'm going to bring B over here a little bit like that. Right, so we're going to put weeding boxes on them individually. So we're going to just keep pressing OK now until we get to please select and cut. All right, so the machine's asking what do you want to do. Now, wherever there's a spanner, there's a little toolbox behind it. So I've got my cut speed on 9, which is normal. Always have it on that. My half cut is on because what I want it to do is cut through the actual vinyl layer but leave the transfer layer intact. And I'm going to put weeding box on. Right, so I'm going to press OK, and it's put it around both of those, which I'm all right with, and it's put it around the U individually. So as long as they're not grouped, it will put boxes around them. The reason it's put a box around both of those together is because they're so close to each other, it couldn't get an individual box around each one, just so that you know, okay? Now, half cut, it will show you that is on. We've got the weeding boxes on, but when you look at the pressure, I've actually got the half cut pressure on 3, because I tried this heat transfer vinyl yesterday with the vinyl blade, and the vinyl blade doesn't cut deep enough. Now, you could make it do it, but actually I thought, well, what if we could just use our normal blade, which we can. So half cut, but you can put half cut on with your regular blade, not just your vinyl blade. But then we need to put the pressure a little bit higher because this is much thicker than a normal vinyl. You'll see this when you get it home. And that's because it needs to cope with the heat and it needs to bond. So we're going to press start now and we're going to let it do its thing. So we've got the timer coming on the screen. Now this is what we call a true auto blade. So it goes along and it's looking at the depth of that material now. It's adjusting itself and then it's going to start cutting. Now, there are other cutting machines out there that say it's an auto blade. Actually, it's a drop-down menu that you select your product from. Now, lightweight paper and heavyweight card, I don't know what that means. This is a true auto blade. It literally looks at the product, bears down on it, drills down a little bit, has another look, and then goes, right, I need this setting and this setting. So it takes all of that guesswork away, and it also takes away the risk of cutting through your mat, which is what put a lot of people off from using their CM machines. And it was the number one thing that customers wanted when Brother did their research, when they did a survey and said, what is the one thing that you'd like if we brought out another machine? And it was an auto blade. And I get it. I was in the fortunate position that I did it for a living, so I learnt that machine inside out. So I could pick anything up and instantly know what pressure and blade depths I need. But for a lot of you, it wasn't that simple, because I didn't have a choice, to be fair. Didn't have a choice, I had to. Julie's sat outside watching. Hi, Julie. Oh, you're all sat outside. It's too warm for me out there today. I'm that person that hibernates in the summer, not in the winter. I like the winter. In the summer, I hibernate. This is far too early for me. I'm used to June and July. Right, so now we've got our letters cut. Now it's pulled a little bit there, but that should be all right. So I'm going to unload this, and hopefully it will just have cut that top layer. Let's hope. Now then, I've got my little hook. We were selling these the other day. We had a set on for your ScanNCut. I don't know whether we've got any left. I think that's probably why it hasn't been added to the show. But we're going to peel this back now. So you've got you there. And this piece normally I would fill. So I'd put little hearts in there or something like that. But it's my vinyl, so it's fine. You will be more frugal with yours. Andrew feels sorry for Davina. Why do you feel sorry for Davina, Andrew? Oh, she's in a caravan with a golden retriever. That's lovely, but not in this heat. It's like it's literally like a heat box, a hot box, isn't it, in there, Davina? We need to sell those fans, don't we? You know, what they call them, that they're quiet, they're silent. Oh, what they called? Dyson do one, and then there's other ones appeared on the market. I can't remember what they're called. Do you know what I mean? Cyclone fans, that's it. Right, so where you've got landlocked areas in your letters, you're going to go in with that hook and you're going to pick out all the little pieces. This is what we call weeding, like you're weeding your garden, but you're weeding your vinyl. Right, so, oh, don't tell me I haven't got any scissors, have I? I bet I haven't brought my scissors in. Oh, good job there's some here. Honestly, I told you, I always forget one thing, don't I? Did it yesterday, filming the ScanNCut Club class yesterday. Forgot something. Had to pause and go out. I tell you what, oof, I've decided I'm coming back as a cat. Because I'll be independent like I am now, and I can get up to loads of mischief like I do now. But I don't have to put up with all this stuff that women put up with. So I'm coming back as a cat. In the winter, I can just lie in front of the fire, which would be nice. And in the summer, I can go out and play all day. I think I just want to be 5 again, really. Right, so we're going to cut this down. So I'm going to split this now, because then I can position the words where I want them to be. Now, make sure that you're cutting away any excess vinyl, because otherwise it's going to bond when you iron it. Okay, now you can use a heat press if you want to. We had a heat press in stock for our sublimation printer, but again, I think it's sold out. We do have another show with that tomorrow, and another one with the ScanNCut as well. So make sure that you're tuning in for those if you haven't seen that yet, because that is an amazing product. Now, even these pieces, and you're like, seriously, Mel? Yes, I am, absolutely. Even these pieces, you can save and scan back in. Because you can see it on the screen, you're not wasting all these little bits that are precious. Right, so now we're going to go over to the ironing board. I've got my heat mat, and there's different ways of doing this. You can go straight on top of this if you want to. You know what I didn't do? This is a lesson. We're going to do that again. Do you know what I didn't do? This is a lesson that you've just learnt by me doing it wrong. I didn't flip the words. You've got to flip the words when you're doing it this way around. Told you, tell you. Mad. Right, so we're going to go back and we're going to flip these words and we'll cut them again. Super easy. Flip, flip, and flip. And that's because you're working back to front. I bet you're all sat there, aren't you, going, Mel, you didn't flip your words. It'll be the wrong way around. I know. Well, I've just found that out, haven't I? Just found that out. Right, let's get this cut. Those scissors aren't very good for cutting. They're a bit gunky. Need to clean those. Right, let's try that again. Listen, you see all of it here. Warts and all. Good stuff, bad stuff. You won't do that now, though, will you? Because you'll be like, oh, that's what Mel did. I knew that would happen. I knew it would happen today. It's one of those. The warmer I get, the more I'm like, right, so I don't need to flip the U either anymore now, do I? So I can rotate that back. So we went that way, so we'll go that way. So it's upside down and back to front. Yeah, that'll do. And then we can slot that into here now. So I can move that further down. Let's do it in a row like this. So just, then B, and then U. And I'm going to see if I can get it to do one box around all of it, because that'd be good. So I'm going to go to, please select and cut. I knew I'd do that at some point, and I was so determined not to do it, and then it happened. So weeding box on. Of course it did. There you go. We've got 3. That's fine. Right, we'll cut this again. And while this is cutting, we'll just go and do a quick recap on that vinyl for you as well, because there are some beautiful colours on here. And I think little baby grows, kids' T-shirts, just go and buy really inexpensive T-shirts. Go down to your local Primark and buy really cheap T-shirts, because as soon as you put sun cream on those kids, those T-shirts, those lovely white T-shirts are going to go yellow. So let's get this on there, and then we can cover up all those horrible marks, stains, holes, all sorts. It's brilliant, this, for that. Right, so let me show you through the brand new colours while that's doing that. Sorry about that. I knew something would go wrong like that today. Right, shot blue. It's going to get you, they call this lilac. That's never lilac in a million years, but it's cornflower. So if you're ordering this one, don't expect a purple, because it's a blue. So shot blue is going to get you this lovely cornflower blue and the navy for $19.99. You've got a $2.99 saving on that, plus your club discount. These are 50 centimetres square, so they're big sheets. Okay, look at the size of these. They're huge. And I did that so you can cut them down to the size that you want them to be. So this one, you're going to get your wisteria, your antique rose, and your, well, I'm going to call it spearmint, because it's a very, very soft turquoise. It's beautiful colour. It's one of my favourite. That combination is lovely. Then we've got kiwi, where you've got your spring green, and you've got, it's lovely. That is beautiful. I do adore that colour. And you've got your lemon in there as well, so that nice fresh pop of colour. That's Shop Kiwi, $19.99. Shop Gloss is going to get you the High Shine Black and the High Shine White. Okay, so you're going to get both of those for $24.99. Shop Red is going to give you the beautiful red, which is a really rich, luxurious colour, and the blue. And then Shop Metallic is going to give you your gold, your silver, and your graphite. Shop Glitter is going to give you your black glitter, which is just wow, and your silver glitter as well. And then finally, Shop Shine is going to get you your aubergine, your black, and your pearl. Absolutely fabulous. Right, let's go and see if I've done it right this time, shall we? I tell you, today's a day. It's a day. Right, so hopefully now we'll have it the right way around. So you're going to weed it. All right, so literally get the hook. And this is a brilliant tool for this. Brother do one as well. So if you haven't got one of these, go and have a look on the Brother brand shop on highlightcrafts.com. It comes with this and a metal spatula. It's blooming brilliant, they are. And it's Brother branded. I haven't managed to get myself one because every time they come in, they sell out. So we're going to do just like that. There you go. That's the first bit done. Then we're going to do B, and this is why you put a weeding box on, because otherwise you've got to peel the whole sheet back. You risk damaging it, and it means that you're wasting some of your vinyl there. Whereas with this, it's super, super easy just to peel it back. There's something very therapeutic about that. It's like peeling glue off the back of your hand. used to do that as a kid, put loads of glue on your hand and let it set, and then you could peel it off. We used to do that and then flick it across the room. I know, we were disgusting. We were shocking. But it was fun at the time. Right, now then, we're going to weed out the middle of the B. Look how easy it is to do with a hook like that. Superb, isn't it? Right, let's cut these down now, and then we can get them ironed on for you so I can show you how this bit works. Right, so, scissors. So I'm going to cut any excess away. So I'm just left with that transfer sheet and the letters that we want facing the right way around. And our Rachel was thinking it and didn't tell me, did you? She was
I
like, did you not think?
And you said, oh, you know what?
Oh, and you went, oh, yeah, you haven't flipped your letters. Yeah, absolutely. It was like, it's one of those moments, isn't it, when you go, oh, blinking heck, I've done it again. And you'll do it. Put a little note on that says, flip the words. I had a class on Saturday with 5 ladies and I sent them home with loads of stickers. They put stickers on the machine with the bits that they were really not struggling with. But, you know, when you get a mental block, and no matter how many times you do it initially, especially when you're in a class, you're like, oh, I've done it again. Yeah, so they went home to put stickers on the machines. Yeah, brilliant. Right, so, and it was interesting because we had one lady in called Debbie, and she sat there and she gave the biggest sigh halfway through the class. I went, are you all right? She went, why have I not got this out the box in the last 3 years? Why am I only getting it out now? It's brilliant. I'm like, I know, Debbie. I've been telling you that for 9.5 years. Right, let's go over to this bag. Now then, forgive my ironing board. First of all, yeah, well, that was another story. But what I want to do, what I've got here is a block. Now, you don't need this. All right, you've got Post-it notes on the bottom of your shoe now as well. I tell you, those pesky Post-it notes go everywhere. Right, so I'm just using this as a flat surface, okay, because the ironing board has got all those holes in it and it's too squishy for this. So work on a firm surface, whatever that surface may be. So I'm going to take the word just and I'm going to position that there, and I'm just going to lay them down gently first, and then I'm going to start to position it properly and get it in line. I'll centralise it then. So I need the B a little bit further over and the just a little bit further in, like that. So we'll pop that there and we'll pop that there, and I'm just making sure that I've got them level. Right, now I'm going to take my heat sheet and I'm going to position this over the top, and then I'm going to use a dry iron. I would recommend using a heat sheet just until you get used to the heat transfer vinyl. So if you've got your sublimation printer and you bought that heat sheet, you can use that, and it just protects that plastic just until you decide that you're ready to peel it off, and then if it needs another press once you've peeled it off, you can put it back over. If you've got some little areas that are a bit tricky, you know how you always get one little bit that doesn't want to stick? Well, then you can go in directly with your iron on top of that transfer tape. But I do like to just do it with a cloth on first. It's up to you, whichever you prefer. But for me, I know what I'm like. I'm getting warmer and warmer and warmer in here. I feel like I'm melting. Right, let's get the just up off here. So all I'm going to do is get hold of that transfer sheet, and I can see now that it needs a little bit more ironing. So I'm going to go back in. I didn't leave it long enough. But I thought, you know what, let's show you all the pitfalls as well. I didn't mean to do the letters up back to front. I'm not saying that, but I just want to show you all this bit. Because yesterday when I did one, it actually just melted all the plastic. And the reason was that the iron was too hot. So I've got this on just under a cotton setting, and it has to be a dry iron. You can't use a steam iron with this. It has to be that dry heat. So if you have got a heat press, brilliant. Look at your manufacturer's instructions and it will tell you what setting you need it to be on and how long for. So I'm going to pick this up here. So I'm going to just get hold of that and peel this back, and hold the piece that you're ironing onto and peel this back as flat as you can get it. And you see there how that S is lifting. I'm not worrying about that at this point because it's a tiny bit, and I can go back in after and I can press that down. So that bit we've got. Now any extra bits that you've got like this, if you've got extra bits that are inside, like the middle of the bee's body or the excess bits, you can put it back on here and reuse that if you want to. Just means that you'll get a little bit more out of your vinyl. And then I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to very gently, that needs more. So if it gets to this stage and it needs more, go in with the tip of your iron, okay, and just burnish it down. Give it a really good rub. I don't want you to start pressing up. You can't, yeah, you see you can, but it just worries me that that plastic starts to warp. And I don't want you to ruin the heat transfer vinyl that you've paid for. But you can go in. I wouldn't stand there with the iron on top of it for quite a long time. But you can go in and do that. And then I'm just going to peel this back. Look how fabulous that is. Right? And then I'm going to take this is when I get excited because now it's working. Now I'm going to put my tape back over the top, my sheet back over the top, and I'm just going to give that an iron. And that's going to bond that to that fabric. Not in the same way that the sublimation ink bonds, because that becomes part of the fabric. This will still sit on top, but look how fabulous that is. Just be, and then I'm going to put you down at the bottom, as in the word you, with the exclamation mark. And then on the other side, we could do something like you are enough, because I think that's lovely. I think that's a really nice positive affirmation. We need more of those in this world at the moment, don't we? We need some positivity. So what I'm going to do is press this down, and I'm avoiding this. At all costs, whatever you do, don't let your iron touch this because it will lift it off. One of the things that Sophie says you can't do, Andrew, is what? Oh. Andrew's wife doesn't like positive affirmations because she uses them at work all the time and she don't like them. I love a positive affirmation. Love it. Right, so I'm going to peel this up and back like that. And we're going to pull it back and look at that. How fabulous is that? Now I've got a little bit there that needs a bit more pressing. That's all right. I can go back in afterwards. I'm going to continue to pull this off. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Look at that. It's fabulous, isn't it? Right, let me bring this over here and give that a really good press down now so that that bonds to that fabric. And this will go out to the lady who we drew at the end of the other show. Look how fabulous that is. Just be you. Isn't that nice? Love that. And then on the other side, you've got a bigger bee with the pearl wings and the glitter body. Isn't that fab? I love that. Brilliant. Right, Andrew, what do you want me to do, love? Let's have another look at the stencils, he says. Right, I'm going to keep all those bits. I'm tidying up in there and then keeping bits like that. I've got to tidy that cupboard. Nowhere to put anything because all the cupboards are full. Right, shop stencils. $24.99 is going to get you all of these cutting files. Now we call them, they're called SVG files, so they're scalable vectors. And what that means is they don't pixelate when you make them bigger. So it's a perfect file for cutting machines. But just because they're called cutting files doesn't mean you can't do all the other amazing things with them. So you can draw them, foil them, emboss them. You can use some of them with your paper piercing tools to give you the detail. I'm really hoping that's going to be back in for Tuesday. Honestly, I can't tell you. I'm talking to the universe. I'm talking to Stephanie's house. I'm like, right, come on, we need it back in because it's blooming brilliant. So you're going to get all of your butterflies in here, and you've got layers as well. So if you're working on a white t-shirt, for example, you could go through there with the black heat transfer vinyl and then put the gold on top. You can do that. They recommend if you're going to do that, that you do the speciality ones on top. So things like your glitters and your pearls go on top rather than underneath as the base. So you've got all of those beautiful designs. Now you can split these down in Canvas Workspace, so you don't have to have all of this. You don't have to have these stencils like this. You can make them your own. Alternatively, you can go in and select all the body and the legs of the bees and then move that out, group it and move it out the way and do them in different colours, which is what we did with the bee this morning. Then we come on to this board where you've got that beautiful dragonfly. I've got that on a bag somewhere. I think it's in here. Make sure that iPad doesn't fall over. There you go. Look how lovely that is. That's in the the vintage rose and the menta, the minty one, the spear minty one. So you've got your dragonfly in there. Remember, you can resize all these as well. Then you've got that lovely Baroque detail design. You've got a lovely floral element in there. You've got your roses. You've got a fabulous magnolia, a lovely spring scene. You've got a bouquet of florals, and then we come on to the more steampunky side. I think these would look fabulous on a sweatshirt. And honestly, it will be unique to you as well, won't it? So we've got the clock there. Then we've got, I'm going to move this board over and then it's easier for Rachel. You've got all your steampunk elements on here. Now you could take just the butterfly and use that. You could take take just the chain with the light bulb and make a completely different design. You've got your honeycomb in here, so you've got it pristine, and then you've got it more grungy. You've got the same with your bees, pristine and then grungy. You've got these fabulous flourishes in here, and then you've got them more distressed, and then you've also got the patterns in there. So all of those files are stencils, shop stencils, $24.99. Right, we're going to run through this, and then I want to show you how you separate pieces out in Canvas, because I think that's a really cool thing to do. We've got 5 minutes. Blinking heck. Right, if you want 20 fonts, all different, with their matte layers that are resizable, you can draw them, foil them, emboss them, all of those different things. So you're getting all of these fonts on here, 20 of them, with their matte layers. And you've got uppercase and lowercase and numbers in some. You've got uppercase and numbers in some. You've got a mixture of all sorts of different ones, but they're fabulous. And then what we did was we took the 5 most popular sentiments: best wishes, happy anniversary, happy birthday, congratulations, and good luck. And we did all of those sentiments in all of those fonts, which is brilliant. So if you want a really quick sentiment, get yourself the vinyl starter blade if you're going to cut vinyl, not heat transfer vinyl, but regular vinyl on the ScanNCut, because that blade is phenomenal. And you will be able to cut really tiny detail. The code is Shop Kit, and it's $54.99. It is brilliant. The number of people that walk past me at a show and they go, I haven't got a ScanNCut, I've got a different machine, mine won't cut like that. That blade is amazing, and it's an auto blade. Right, let's go back over here. I'm going to show you how to do this rose. Now my computer's gone to sleep. There we are. We're back on the telly. So I'm going to just bring in this USB, and I've got the stencil designs on the USB. Okay, so super fast. We're going to, once my USB has decided it's going to work, go to SVG at the top, and here we go. Everything, all these pop-ups, this is what drives me crazy. Spend more time shutting stuff down than anything else. Now I also need my index. Actually, you know what, let's just do the B, because I know what number that is and I can't find it now, I'm running out of time. So if we press OK, all we're going to do is get rid of the square, because we don't need that. We're going to click on part of the B's body, like that. We're going to press Shift on our keyboard, and we're going to keep it pressed. And we're going to go in and we're going to pick up, go on, and you get, right there, all the pieces that are in the bee's body. So the thorax, the antennae, the little legs, all of it. We're going to pick all those up and we're going to group them together, because then we can move them. And by pressing Shift, this is one of those shortcuts. I need to learn the shortcuts, but I won't remember them. So we've got to go in and pick up all these little pieces like this. Now, normally you can drag and pick everything up in one go, but when it's a part of another design, it's not that simple. So all you need to do is go around and pick up all those pieces. We're going to go to Edit, and we're going to group them together, and we're going to move that out of the way. Right, I missed a bit. So if you do that, go back, undo, love an undo button, click on that, click on your actual body itself, press Shift, and Shift allows you to get to the other pieces. All right, so we're then going to go Edit and Group, and then we can move that out of the way. So you've got that you would do in one colour. Because of the placement of these, I'm not going to worry about moving them closer together, because I then know that they're going to fit perfectly when I do the B. And all we need to do then is press Group. So then you would send this to your machine, cut those out in the pearl, because the pearl looks lovely as wings. Cut that out in whatever colour you like. I did the gold, and then I did the gold glitter, and it looks fabulous. And you end up with a bag that looks like this, and it's superb quality. I can't tell you how good this heat transfer vinyl is. I've used different ones before. Amanda's used it probably more than I have, and she said this one is a top quality. It's what they would use in the commercial world. So in people who are doing heat transfer for a living, you know, those shops that you see them in, this is the kind of vinyl that they use. It's much thicker than a normal HTV vinyl, which means that you're getting a really good quality product. You might be paying a little bit more for it, but it's worth it, because if you use the best ingredients, you'll get the best finish, won't you? Right, Andrew, will you draw a winner for me? Because I'm going to give away that dragonfly bag as well. So this one was going out to somebody from this morning, but thank you for joining me. I know it's warm and sunny outside. No, oh, can you not just press a winner like you do for a quiz? Oh, right. I'll get it on social and we'll do it on social for you. We've got to set it up. Everything's got to be set up, isn't it? Life was so much easier, wasn't it? Before all this technology. iPads died. What's going on today, right? It's too warm. Right, I'm going to go and carry on tidying up. Got a lot to do, a lot to do. And I will see you back tomorrow at 8 a.m. I think we're doing ScanNCut at 8 a.m. I know we've got sublimation at 12, and then I can't remember what's in between. But either way, you'll have a lovely time. And tonight at 6 o'clock, Amanda is with you for an outrageous outlet hour. Have a lovely afternoon. Don't get too warm and hot and bothered, will you? Just go and relax in the garden, and we'll see you back at 6 o'clock. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.